that Chennai Super Kings have to achieve is 219, but no, that is not the real target. For RCB, they need to restrict Chennai Super Kings to 200 or less.
201, right?
200 because the 218 you counted.
Got it.
Yeah. So 200 or less, RCB then are through to the playoffs. That's the simple equation that you can get.
Yeah, another very simple thing. I got my score prediction bang on.
Yeah,
218 is what I said.
Yeah.
I had also said that RCB will win, but CSK qualify for the playoffs. So let's see.
So yes, that's the thing. Look, for CSK, the first target is 200.
Yeah.
Irrespective of overs, that's the thing.
Get there and you're good.
Yeah.
Really?
If you get to 200, 201. If they get to 201, CSK are through, irrespective of whether RCB wins or not, because the net run rate is a major thing that's there. So, Faf du Plessis 54, Virat Kohli's 47 had given them a good start. The power play was great, but suddenly after the 40-minute rain break, the pitch started turning square.
Yeah.
As if, okay, are we playing at Chinnaswamy or playing at Chepauk? Look at the turn that Santner was giving. Look at the turn that Tikshana was getting. Combined their spell, 8 overs, 1 for 48.
Wow.
Amidst all the carnage that was there.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. Now, in hindsight, no one saw this coming because, unfortunately, CSK didn't have another spinner to turn on.
Jadeja was there, but he went for 40.
Yeah, Jadeja was the expensive one because, again, I'm thinking, even if you had a part-timer, maybe if you had a Rizvi in the 11, he bowls a bit of mystery spin, wouldn't have been the worst option to turn to because, again, the pitch really was gripping.
It was gripping, but okay, that grip lasted only for 2-3 overs and then it became an absolute featherweight belter.
But then what that means is that was probably just a little bit of the conditions coming into play. Maybe the pitch absorbed a little bit moisture that was there in the air. Once that moisture went, though, it was back to its usual flat self.
Yeah, so that's why, look, if you have to look at it, Rachin Ravindra and Ruturaj Gaikwad now have an even bigger role now. But if the pitch is gripping, why did they get in an Ajinkya Rahane? Because he can struggle against spin.
But then I don't think they knew that the pitch would be gripping.
I mean, look, they picked 3 spinners. There has to be a reason.
No, but 3 spinners, they've always had 3 spinners because who was,
if not a Moin, if not a Santner, you had a Jadeja and
you had Moin,
but then Tikshana wasn't there for most of the games.
Tikshana is unfortunately a necessity right now because you don't have other foreign bowlers. So you need to be
because you had Patirana and Fizz, you had Deshpande. So you needn't play 3 spinners. Of course, you played Rachin, but then Rachin's hardly bowled.
Yeah.
They could have tried Rachin, but I don't know what's happened in that case. So
I mean, there's a home match for Rachin in a way.
Also because Jadeja had gone for runs and again, he offers just the same skill set that Jadeja does. Maybe that was what discouraged the captain.
But so does a Santner. That is why. Look,
again, Santner better at execution. Santner is a smarter bowler, as you know.
I mean, look at the deliveries. When Virat Kohli was making room, he was bowling it at 100 kmph or 95. Turning square.
You were getting 8-9 degree turn at one point. It was crazy.
Yep. So confirmed 200 or lesser. RCB go through.
Yeah.
And CSK
201 all out. CSK are through. RCB win the game. CSK.
Yep.
And what I reckon right now
score more than 201.
There is, I think Virat Kohli is talking to Faf du Plessis about the turn only.
Yeah.
See, right on cue, even this is the innings, but yeah. Because he was constantly gesturing about the ball going away from him.
Yep.
So maybe they're taking that into consideration right now.
But
a good knock, by the way, from Virat Kohli, 47 of the most crucial runs. Although
Gone
he
past
survived,
700
he was
runs, yeah.
beaten a couple of times. But see, good batters ride on their luck a few times, and on a good day, you need that little bit of luck as well. And he made most of all the opportunity that he got after that. No loose ball was not sent to the stands, and I would look at this as a very quality knock. You did it in whatever it took to survive that tough spell. You somehow didn't lose wickets. In fact, those looked like wicket-taking deliveries 9 times out of 10. But credit to Faf and Virat Kohli for biding their time, for sticking in around and scoring all those runs as well, 47, 54 respectively.
I mean, Kohli did get the benefit of it. Unfortunately, and this brings me to one thing I really wanted to talk about, at least touch upon. Faf couldn't, but it had nothing to do with him. He was a very, very, very
Unlucky guy.
Unlucky run out, let's say. I mean, you can see it on screen now. I mean, it was one of those calls which when I looked at, I couldn't call. Because again, if you look at both frames, it's kind of telling you something different. Look at both the frames on the bottom of half of the screen.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the one on the right, it looks like the bat is kind of touching.
Yeah, I'll just expand this a bit more.
Yeah, but if you look at the one on the left, see, if you expand it,
Okay, so this
one, it looks like the bat is in the air.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you go towards the other side, it very
Wait.
much.
Oh, sorry. Just
it's
can you
okay.
go back that, Pawan? Yeah. You
So-
can put it in a different this thing. Create a separate folder and then put it up. But okay, we'll go back to that thing. Just cancel this and then go into that because it is going to be very. Go back in that same. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's
Okay.
this one. Yeah. So if you're looking at the right frame,
Right frame.
because there it looks like it's in the air.
It is.
So it was a very inconclusive thing, and if you ask me, normally.
So if you zoom it in, there is a bit of a gap. There seems to be a bit of a
Tough
gap
one.
around.
You know
it.
what I sensed was that the bat hit the ground the moment the bail got lifted. That was my understanding.
But again, see, it gives you an illusion that there is a gap. That's the problem with the camera and the angle with which it is in.
And that's the thing. I thought if it wasn't conclusive, then
The
the doubt ideally goes to the batter.
But then the third umpire clearly mentioned that the bat is in the air.
Yeah.
He had no doubts about it.
Yeah, which is very funny because I look at this image and there's no way I can conclusively state that it's in the air because I'm seeing two different things on two different frames.
Clear enough.
So it's not clear enough, and I would have just given this not out because it's very close. Benefit of the doubt here, unfortunately, will always go to the batter. That's how it goes.
Yep.
It was a close call, but I mean, in the end, I think maybe RCB may not come to regret it, but it was definitely one of those things. Once again, unfortunately, shining the spotlight on the way umpiring has been in this season of the IPL.
I know, it was taken, see, it took time. He took time over it. And then I am like very. It wasn't a decision that can be given. There is a more wrong to it than a right.
Correct. That's what I was thinking.
There is a bit more wrong in it because I thought.
See,
Because when I looked at it, it seemed.
51-49, but maybe the 51
Would
is.
go to the batter.
Yeah,
Exact.
50.1 to the batter, 49.9 to the umpire. If you have to look at it, because
Because the umpire had to take a call. Simple as that.
Yeah.
I found it. I was just thinking. See, it's a tough one for the third umpire as well. But when you're giving somebody out, you need to have some conclusive evidence. And from what I could see, if I was there, maybe I wouldn't have gone ahead with that decision.
That's what, because it didn't
the
seem
moment the bat hits the ground, that's when I see the bail lifting. That's when I see the lights light up.
yeah, that's why it didn't look all that conclusive for me, and that's why I think Faf could have been hard done by it. But then still, the batting unit fired as a team altogether. Rajat Patidar and Cameron Green, along with Maxwell's aggressive
cameo from Maxwell, Dinesh Karthik.
16 of 5.
Yeah.
14 of 6 by DK.
DK.
So there was actually good runs that came, and the good thing was really that no one really looked to hang around. Patidar went for a big shot, got out, no problem. Cam Green stayed not out, but 38 of 17, 200
take
plus
that.
strike rate. Dinesh Karthik 14 of 6 again, got out. Looking to attack, I'm fine with that. Glenn Maxwell, 16 of 5, 320 strike rate. He only dealt in boundaries.
could be a very important knock in that sense.
Exactly.
You look at that in a way. Last 12 deliveries, they got 30 runs.
Correct.
Yeah.
And of
30
those 12
runs.
deliveries, by the way, 30 runs, the last 2 deliveries of those last 12 were dot balls. So they
Yeah.
actually got 30 runs of 10 balls.
Yep.
right.
Yeah. 2.2. So if you look at it, 14 balls, they had 34 runs.
That's
Out of that, 2
pretty
dot
good.
balls. Yeah.
That's pretty good. They were really looking to attack at the death. And I think they more than made up for, that little bit of time when the ball was kind of crowded.
Yeah.
But even then, I noticed that they were going at 10 and over.
Yep.
Somehow they were getting the runs also in that difficult period because not all 5 deliveries, 6 deliveries were spot on. They would manage to get a boundary from somewhere or the other. So that run rate always was there around the 10-run mark. Even so, I was noticing around the 7, 8. So you thought that okay, this is something that's only going to last in the power play, but that wasn't to be. It lasted even beyond that. They were well within that 10-run bracket. Let's say 10 runs and over, around the 8-over mark, around the 13-over mark as well. 13.2 had them about 130 odd runs. So they were doing good to hang in there. And Faf and Virat today, a lot of credit has to go to, if RCB are to win this and somehow make it to the final into the playoffs as well, then a lot of credit must go to the two openers for biding their time.
Yeah. So Dhanush is saying Faf showed today why he is CSK blood.
Very cheeky comment.
Yeah,
he was playing a little slow, but
still.
Fair point.
Vishal Panchal from the US, if RCB wins and goes through the playoffs, they damn well win the IPL. Not that I support any IPL, but it will be good comeback story.
No, I agree. I think it would be a comeback story at par with the kind of comebacks that you'd see MI do.
Yeah.
You know, where in second half they'd just be unbeatable thereafter, and then they just keep, they peak. And then they never really come down from that high.
Yep.
Because also, what a year then will be for them. The women's team won.
And the men's team.
And the men's team follows
suit. But still, the men's, this IPL, there's still a long time to go. Because
you're talking about win. First, qualify for the playoffs.
You're meeting teams that are better. But if RCB do make it, then the entire, if you look at it, playoff list from 2022 and 2023, it'll all be new. Because SRH, RR and last season GT were there, MI were there,
LSG were there,
CSK were there, LSG were there.
Yeah,
this time
new four.
There'll be a new four. Yeah. So that is why it's going to be. RR was there in 2022. There was no CSK. Yeah, there was no CSK. There was no MI. So it is going to be very, very interesting indeed. So
Yanshu says that Faf was 29 at 1 point and Virat was 47 or 29. This 18-run difference by Faf will cost RCB the playoff. Also, the wicket turned because of moisture in the rain break, and Virat's knock was really good in those conditions. Yeah, he actually didn't really slow down, even though he was quite clearly being troubled by what seemed like almost test match level spin.
Yeah. Okay, so it's Rituraj who's come, and who's the other guy? Is it Rachin? It should be Rachin.
Or would it be Ajinkya?
It is. I mean, I don't know. Ajinkya.
Can I in fact say that, this 47 from Virat was much better in fact than some of the 80s and the 90s that we saw from. Maybe I'll put it past that 100 also that he got against Rajasthan. Today's knock, given the situation, given the pace at which it came, I think one of the more instrumental knocks that you would see from him.
Yep.
Very, very interesting, by the way. So, Glenn Maxwell marking his runner.
Yep. Glenn
and
Maxwell
has come in.
Yeah, Swapnil will obviously
had to.
I think they're banking on there being just a little bit of juice in the pitch.
Three spinners they have got: Karn, Swapnil and Maxwell. They'll have to utilize them because the Pacers have gone for runs.
That's right. Glenn Maxwell has marked his run up.
One more question, then call this stream quits. Asad Rizwan saying Deshpande and Shardul bowling in the dead overs. Oh my god, it's a nightmare for the bowling captain. Batters are in their dreams. 125, 130 speed with 2-3 full tosses.
As I said, you need to have two. There is two people who will increase your blood pressure at that point, and these two were the case. So that's why.
First ball wicket.
Wow, what a soft dismissal.
Exactly.
Rituraj
will be kicking himself.
And Maxwell.
Australian stepping up in crunch situations.
It's not stepping up truly.
No, it doesn't matter. You got a wicket.
Yeah, whatever. This is down to the batter. It's just bad shot.
It's a bad shot.
That's a terrible shot.
Yep. So here comes the miracle. So
that's a short half tracker down leg side, and he's dollied a catch to Yash Dayal.
Yash Dayal. Oh man.
Even Rituraj would be thinking, what the hell has just happened?
Exactly.
Yep. So
oh my god,
not a good start. And I had said I will say that RCB are going through, and I stick by it.
Oh dear God.
What do you think?
Oh dear God.
Last to change predictions.
I won't flip flop just yet, but let's just say it wouldn't surprise me if you were right.
Yeah.
I have no skin in the game here. My team has already made it up at the table. I don't care.
Indeed.
But it'll be nice. I'd like to see RCB there.
Yep. So CSK, oh boy, they're facing a mountain of a task
the
now.
goldenest of golden ducks for Ritu, by the way.
What a time to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll join you for the match end.
Correct. 119 deliveries, 200 runs, 9 wickets. That's the equation for CSK.
201 runs, but yeah.
201. You need to be
201.
Yeah, 200 means you're out. You need to be 201.
Yeah, 18 is yes. 201.
Yeah. And there is Daz Mitchell and Maxwell slid down the leg side for 5 wides.
5 wides?
5 wides.
5 runs.
Ritu should have just done that.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll join you. Bye bye. See you. Match end.